Alan's recording. We're recording.
All right, so when I clap,
I clap with you, and we do magic hands?
I just count.
Oh, okay.
4, 3.
Hey Hawks, this is Hawk Ones, where we ask your teachers some spicy questions. You might have to restart.
This has been the outtakes.
This is all right, yeah.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hey Hawks, this is Jaden with Hawk Ones, where we ask you some spicy questions while the spice levels get intense. I'm Jaden once again, and today we have here.
Oh, you're asking for me to introduce me?
Yes.
Normally I ask the student to know who I am. Sorry, for those who are not knowledgeable of me, I'm Dr. Newfield.
Okay, Dr. Newfield, with that being said, you ready to get to the first level?
I'm ready to look at my buffet sitting in front of me. The wonderful variety of hot sauces that will be drizzled over the hot chips so we can up this game up a little bit.
You seem very ecstatic.
Jay and I am very excited.
Let's get to it.
Cool.
First one we got.
First one we got is Crystal Hot Sauce. This is the basic variety one. If I were to do an MSRP with regards to this, it's probably about $3.99 at your local Winn-Dixie.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
All right. For those who need proof, there is a chip inside this cup here. I'm drizzling. Oh, I'm sorry. You need to see the drizzle so we can prove this. This is occurring. Oh, dude, look, dude, I am from New Orleans and we handle business.
Dr. Newfield, I'm scared.
You know what? I'm going to drink some of this too. Oh, this is exciting. This is exciting. Let's go.
Okay.
What's your question?
The first question is,
Just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Really? I think I just said I was from New Orleans and I enjoyed that very hot seasoned food. I'm actually originally from New Orleans, Louisiana. I moved here to Tampa about 10 years ago. More along the lines of because my wife was a consultant for Deloitte. She chose, and through discussion, we chose Tampa out of several other cities. And in a former life, I say that because my family had to relocate from New Orleans to Baton Rouge due to Hurricane Katrina.
Oh, wow.
In a former life, I was in hospitality tourism in the IT field. And then I went straight forward into the IT field, working for a sales and print imaging company throughout the Gulf South and into Florida. Anything more would be just, would probably bore you.
Wow. Okay.
Let me just say I've seen enough and done enough.
Yeah.
Yep. Ready for the next one?
Next one.
All right. This next one, yes. If I can angelically speak. All right. Chipotle Tabasco sauce. It is smoked too while we're at it.
So
We're going to go ahead and we're going to use the same jalapeno chips from last time.
Okay.
We're going to take it and we're going to do the same thing as last time. It's a little bit thicker. You usually put it more in, and you put it like more maybe in a chili or sometimes with maybe a gumbo if you like that kind of thing. I know some who do it on a sandwich. Sometimes good with jerk chicken, by the way. I just want that noted for some of my friends out there.
Ooh. Okay. Let me get it real quick.
I could sense that smokiness.
Wait, you think this is enough or I need
Yeah, no, but just make sure you lay that on your tongue. Lay that side down on your tongue. You got to feel it.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah. It would be uncouth of me to lick the cup, though. So I'm going to put it down.
Oh my goodness. Anyway,
You all right there? You got any water?
I'm
For yourself?
good.
You all right?
I'm
sure?
all right. I'm all right.
All right.
I'm all right.
All right, ask away. Next one.
All right. So as you notice, we are in the Koji lab. Can you tell us a little bit about it, the idea, what went into this?
So the Koji Lab was designed, one of the first things that I did when I came to the school 10 years ago, I came from a family of educators. Didn't matter if they were substitute teachers or whatever, or regular teachers. And we talked about the same thing all the time. having equity, equality inside the school, making sure the students had everything they needed to be able to accomplish whatever the next step up would require them. Doesn't matter if you go to college or careers. And so one of the things I promised Dr. Costelli when I first got here was that we were going to have some sort of STEM initiative. And at some point in time, there would be something that we could plant our flag and say, this is it. And so a couple of years ago, when the Building Excellence Foundation came forward and said, hey, we would like to be able to help develop this, it was a no-brainer. I had just won the Amazon Teacher of the Year contest, where $25,000 was donated to the school. I was able to take some other awards that we've received and pull it all together and make this beautiful lab. The lab was in a partnership with Giant Oil, who runs Chevron and a couple others, and they took care of the paint, the furniture. We're talking about a $100,000 to $150,000 lab here.
Wow.
That includes a podcasting room and for us to be able to do robotics and other fashions. That doesn't exclude the robotics lab, which is going to be built hopefully next month across the hall over here.
Okay. That is amazing.
Yes, 2.5 years of research and work to get this place.
This might be a little bit of, of a spicy question, but how much did the Koji room cost?
So furniture-wise, we're talking about anywhere around $100,000. When you start including the equipment and everything inside of here, and everything sitting inside the doors in some of the areas. Now, this also includes VR headsets, AR headsets, the capabilities to be able to not just record, but also to be able to stream out. Some of this was in partnership with Ms. Langston, I will stress that. We did have to pony up on our side of the house a little bit to make sure that we had skin in the game.
Teachers and staff and students, please pardon the interruption. At this time, please do not let any students out of class on a restroom pass. Again, no students should leave class
We'll
on
just
a
move to the
restroom
next
pass.
question.
Thank you.
All right. So let's get to the next level.
Cajun Power, spicy garlic sauce. I will stress this is best for seasoning and marinating burgers, seafood, and boiled seafood. But it's also good on chicken wings. Jaden is already like, oh my goodness gracious. What did this man sign me up for? This one is for my two brothers back at home who are also from the New Orleans area. They shipped this one in specifically for this. Oh, I should stress this. Here, let me show you the thick pour. The thick pour.
Gosh.
I'm going to back this one off because you want to save that one for the next one.
Yes.
That's the thick pour.
Oh, goodness. I don't know if y'all can see that, but
This would be good on a burger. I will say, ladies and gentlemen, when Mr. Wyke and I came up with this wonderful idea, we didn't think that Jaden would be struggling. You all right there, buddy?
I'm good.
All right.
I'm good.
You can tap out. No?
Let's keep going.
This is fantastic.
All right.
Oh, go ahead. Continue. I'm sorry.
Yes. While you're enjoying that,
I could probably drink this bottle. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
a lot of the kids consider you a great teacher, and why do you think that is?
Greatness is personified by the students who sit in your classroom.
Wow.
As long as you follow the instructions carefully and you actually follow you follow along with the instructions that need to be presented, greatness is only created by the people who sit on the other side of the room. I mean, you can sit there and say that Aristotle was great as a philosopher. You could sit there and say that some of our government officials might be great. It's also about those who follow, listen, and be able to execute when able to do certain things. I mean, for me, I sit there and I say to myself, would I be as good if I was in another school? Sometimes you're placed in locations for a particular reason. So your greatness and your personification can be pushed further up and out so your greatness can be shown, because I'm just here to help lead you through whatever you need to be able to lead through. And then you have to take the next step. I think I say this to my DECA students all the time. You have to be able, I'm just here to guide you. I'm here to coach you. I've got enough rings on my fingers for state and national titles to beat Tom Brady right now. I'm not as good down south where my friends are with some of those other chapters who have, over 1,000 state titles.
Wow.
We're not there yet. But at the same point in time, it's like if I put you in a position, I'm just like a regular coach on the field. Putting you in a position to be able to succeed. You just have to take the right road to be able to show your greatness. My greatness is only because you're personifying through you what I've done to get you to the spot. You just have to follow through.
Wow. So basically you're saying it's us.
Yeah. You just got to take the next step. That's the one thing we preach on the career tech side of the world. We're preaching to you that we've done the heavy lifting to get you to the point to study, to be able to get ready to take your industry certification exam. And we follow through on that side for you. And on the other side, you just need to dunk the basketball in the goal. We've got you up to the line to score. You just need to take the next step. But you have to have faith and trust that we've got you in position to be able to do that. Ready for the next one?
That's not really.
Ready for the next one? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are changing chips.
But
We are moving over to Voodoo Heat. Let's make sure we understand ourselves here with the Voodoo Heat portion. It is not as red as the upcoming one. All right, now we're going to add this one. You would sit there and you say, why am I looking at this green? This needs to be like, no, it is mild jalapeno green pepper sauce. Ooh. Ooh, you know what? On this one, I'm actually going to dunk 4 chips on this one.
okay.
I'm going to take the punishment on this one. Ooh, it's nice and chunky. You could put this on tacos. Oh, it's got some chili pepper in it too. You want to in on this one? No, you sure? Okay.
Oh, production man want to get a try. Okay.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Let's go, Nate.
Yes, indeed.
Let's go.
Oh, man. Ooh, it tastes woody too.
Let me see.
That is exciting. Man, oh my. All right, let's see. We've done that one. We've done that one. We've done that one. Oh no, let's do the order right. There we go. All right, there you need some water. Need some milk.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. All right, where's my backup? Do you have your stuff? I got backup for you.
Thank you.
Fresh, not touched.
Yeah. that was the kicker.
All right. I'm gonna clean up a little bit while we're letting you. You know, there's a video that's out there. Maybe some of us need to go to Ms. James and go find it, because Dr. Newfield has yet to touch that water bottle. And Ms. James knows what video is out there of a chicken wing contest the first time I ever did it. She knows it's out there. She should be able to share with ATV.
I'll see if I can get Miss James to get that.
Before part 2 is edited, because this is going to be a part 2 here.
Maybe even a part 3.
All right. Which was next? You ready?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry. You had to ask a question. Ask a question.
I was gonna.
Don't you have many clubs here?
I do. I have 4. I was, and I joke about this all the time. I was actually suckered into DECA purely by accident. But also at that time period, I didn't know that my mom was in DECA at one point in time.
Wow.
She was a Louisiana State Executive Vice President, and a Louisiana State Executive Vice President for not just DECA, but for FBLA at the same time. I didn't know that when I first took over DECA. Mm-hmm. As soon as that happened, she started just really like pushing the whole DECA onto me, trying to like say, hey, look, make sure you're there to support the lead advisor, blah, 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 blah. So I did that. But I also saw an equity hole, and I was asked to start computer science here 2 years later. So about 8 years ago, I started Computer Science Honor Society as a way for not just the guys, because most of the guys are known as coders. I'm big about making sure that females and those who are, and I'm going to be very frank about this, non-white, that they should be entering tech careers. It doesn't matter if you are a coder or not. Really doesn't matter. You need to be able to embrace and acknowledge that AI and whatever is coming through. And mind you, AI was first starting to come through in 2018. It's not this big buzzword we have right now for 2025. And so my thought process was like, we need to be able to establish a way. And we did. For 3 consecutive years, we had the AI. We had the Female Diversity Award from the College Board. That we had over, guys, let's think about this one. If I had a class with over 50% females in the classroom, would you like that to be a thing? Depends.
Yeah.
It just depends. But the girls and the females, let me rephrase that, they really liked the class because it engaged them a lot. It really pushed them. And so we saw a big uptick in it. And then COVID didn't help out things. But during that time period, we were also starting esports. Esports was a way for us to be able to have all the students who have lower GPAs, but also gave them an avenue to be able to say, I'm a part of the community. Every club that I have is also part of a community. Cyberhawks was the same thing. How do we get a section of the community to be able to participate in things that other schools in the district have access to? And I always laugh about it, but it's true. Sometimes I'm the doorway to be able to get access to some things that you may never have envisioned of participating in. There was a gentleman who wanted to play in Madden tournament. I was the doorway. There was one who wanted to play at a tournament in Full Sail. I was the doorway. I don't mind being the doorway as long as you're able to listen to the criticism, but at the same point in time, focus on how do I improve and get better and do the things that I need to succeed. I, in theory, could probably have about 8 clubs right now. But then I would have no social life, and I wouldn't have written my dissertation. So, 241 pages, by the way.
Wow. Yeah.
50,789 words for anybody who's counting.
Speaking of 50, or number 5.
Number 5, let's go. All right, this one we are changing flavor profiles. We are now focused on the wonderful bag that's called the Cajun Dill Gator Taters. Now, this is very cucumber smelly like. Let me put it like that. Very pickly.
Ew.
It's very pickly. Oh, that's why we took a step back. You went really high, and we're taking a step back. This is just a basic one.
Yeah.
This is very basic, but I also chose a big chip. Oh, no. That didn't go right. Let's try it again. I chose big chips on this one. All right. In fact, mine's actually 2 chips.
Just, it's like the hot sauce isn't like.
Oh, it's very thin. You'll find this in like a Cracker Barrel or a IHOP, or you might even find this in Beef O'Brady's. I can't remember. They once, did you know, they once sponsored the Tampa Rays. Now let's look at that label right there, ladies and gentlemen. It says Louisiana on it. And they sponsor the Tampa Rays.
Crazy work.
Ooh, I got remnants. We took a step back, didn't we?
That pickle is it's adding on to that flavor. Yeah. What's that flavor?
This one?
That's the one we're on, right?
Yep, Cajun Dill Gator Taters.
What's like that?
It's pickly cucumbery.
Yeah, that's that.
Yep. In fact, let's see. Has paprika on it, onion powder. I could probably go in for another bag right now. Go ahead. You're more than welcome to ask your question. I'm just gonna have another one.
Yeah. All right.
Dude, I used to do crawfish boils. We would have different batches. I'm sorry, you didn't ask your question yet, but I'm just interjecting here.
I mean, this is.
We would do crawfish boils at home. or seafood boils, and it would be different batches with different flavors, different profiles. We would use orange, sometimes citrus, in our boils. Envision having a shrimp that tastes like an orange.
Yeah, that's
Just throwing it out there.
odd.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, that's exciting.
do you like to do like anything off of like, besides school? What do you like to do? Teaching.
I do play video games. Right now, my video game of choice is MLB The Show or Indiana Jones. I just finished the latest, the Giant Circle or wherever the two combinations were. Video games would be the thing that I'd have to pass out. If I was very frustrated about something, I would go home and probably play a video game. If I needed to express myself in some capacity, it would be a video game. Occasionally, I will read. I'm not going to deny that. I won't read. But I'd have to have a reason or a purpose to do it. Like, if I'm going to go to a seminar or a conference, I'm probably reading up on it before I go, just so I can refresh myself. Because in the workforce world, sometimes you have to bone up to get ready for the next step, just so you can make sure that you have the knowledge in place to be able to express to the person across the aisle that you're knowledgeable enough about what they're talking about. Oftentimes I'll run into, say, an IT person who kind of looks at me like, okay. And I'm like, no, my friend, I am knowledgeable enough to tell you that in the corner over there is a rack over there. On that rack has two firewalls, and that firewall right there, one of them has a DMZ with regards to this, that, and the other, and that has to do that, this, that, blah, 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 blah. I'm not trying to run circles, but there's sometimes we judge somebody by their cover. And so you can't really judge someone by their cover because you never know their story. And so that's the one thing that I always push, especially with regards to anybody who has a conversation with me. It's like I look like one thing, but my story is what gets some of us. I tell this to some of the students who always ask. I'm very patient and passionate about the students, especially here at Armwood, because I grew up in an area just like Sefner. And if you don't believe me, I can give you the exact address, and you can go look it up. Just the phone number will be disconnected because there's no house on the land anymore because my parents' house got torn down because of Katrina.
Oh, wow.
But I'll tell you, just like my brother, he tells me the same thing at his story. He's a teacher at his high school. My brother tells me the same thing. I grew up in an area similar to you, which we have. We've seen it, lived it, done it. My family was on welfare at one point in time. I had to stand in a food line to go get food at 7 years old. I know, I've been there, seen it, done it, lived it. I got out, but it took a lot of effort to get out. So it just takes time and patience. And so for me, it's that's why I'm super patient with you guys in the classroom. I know sometimes you're not going to make it on time because you got stuff going on at home. I totally get it. But at the same point in time, you also got to sit there and say, but I also need you to know that in the real world, you do have deadlines. You have to have stuff to do. And so for me, there's some deadlines. I've got some deadlines coming up that I got to take care of. But at the same point in time, it's I want to also have a work-life balance to where I can sit there with and enjoy time with my wife. And because she spent 3 years on the sideline watching me work on my dissertation. So for me, it's I owe her time now. I owe her more than enough time to be able to sit there and say, okay, well, go do what you want to do because you deserve that because you put up with me for 3 years, literally talking into a screen to make sure that every sentence was exactly the way it needed to be worded. Because you never know. I say it all the time. Never say never with regards to opportunities. And so this is an opportunity I didn't want to pass up. Ready?
You ready?
All right. Same chip as last time.
Same chip.
The Cajun dill. Now, here's a funny story about these guys. Slap your mama. I gotta shake it well. Let me express this about this one. They actually have another one now. Some people didn't like their slogan, and so they were told that they had to change their slogan to "Kiss Your Mama."
Oh, wow.
Couldn't find the bottle to say "Kiss Your Mama," so slap your mama. If you ever end up watching this, I'm sorry. You just need to send it more down into the Sefner market. All right, it's a drippy one.
Yeah, it's a drippy.
It's a drippy one. You really don't go after slap your mama for their hot sauce, their pepper sauce. You go for their seasoning for
Seasonings,
the
yes.
seafood. That's
Yes.
right. So
How about that?
this one is just going to be very straightforward.
This over with.
Not one I can drink out of cup. No, I got you. Go ahead.
Thank you.
We want to make sure Ms. Langston knows that we're cleaning up the table too. But this, as you mentioned, this is my baby here next to my other lab. This one is my baby. I take care of this. I make sure that, you can't put your feet up, can't do anything. This room is my next to my dogs, my fourth child. See? Very simple, very, very, very on point. It's not too bad. I could put this on a piece of chicken, maybe.
Ooh.
Maybe some oxtail.
Ooh. Now we talking. Ooh. Let me get a little bit of this. All right.
I'm gonna slide these over as we get ready for the end. So what's your next one? I'll try to be less pontificating.
No problem. Take your time. My next question is for you. Do you think schooling is important?
Schooling?
Yes, or school in general.
Wow, that's a weird question to ask me.
It is.
And I say that in the most nicest way possible. Because I gotta be careful how I specifically stress this. It's necessary. It is necessary. But someone will have to pay me for my real answer, my number one answer. Because some people aren't when you leave out of high school, most of us here at this school especially, should really be going to a tech college or trade school. We're missing out if we don't take advantage of that. But I would restructure K through 12 differently.
In the means of?
I would restructure K through 12 through and after doing some of my studying on the K through 12 sphere, independently, might I add. I'm not doing this saying I'm on behalf of Hillsborough County or anything like that. For me, I look at it as that there should be some adjustments made, days of the week, but that requires parents to make adjustments to schedule, which would require the workplace to change schedules. That would require societal changes. We're at a doorway here, kind of like how Europe was a couple of years ago, where you have to make a decision about how do you want schooling to occur. So the biggest answer would be, it's important, but maybe not at the level that we have it at right now. And there's reasons for that. So if anybody wants to read into that, there's reasons for that. But that would be a conversation not on camera. And after you graduate, because what I tell all seniors, you get one question after you graduate.
Where do you want to go to college?
No, you have to ask me a question, because I'm not going to give you I'm not going to give you my true statements about how I feel about politics or anything like that. I don't play that game. My game is to get you through, to make sure that you become a good citizen in society and you achieve whatever you feel like you need to achieve to be able to accomplish your next level of your journey. We're all on a journey.
Life is a journey.
This next chip is a journey.
It is.
Ready?
Yeah.
All right. We're changing flavor profiles again. If you zoomed in on this bag, it is very red. Very red. It's called Evil Eye. I'm going to put the chip up so we can see. It's very red. But look. I'm going to let you just try the chip before we put the sauce in there. Grab that other chip.
Which one?
Grab that other one, yeah. Try it before.
Has like a sweetish flavor to it.
Yep. So Zaps, during one point in time, when they were purchased by a different entity, they decided to take some of their flavors and started mixing the bags up. And so that's where this one came in. That's where this one came in. There's I'm waiting. Go ahead.
Like, can you tell me just why? Why this whole hot sauce thing? What went through your mind when?
So there was a slogan that was pushed through in the hospitality tourism industry in the early 2000s that said, "You never forget home." Or if you were from the Midwest, it's like, home is where the heart is. And if you were to go through, say, the New Orleans airport, which I don't suggest you do right now, because while it's brand new, it's very clustery. It is, how can I put it? New Orleans is home. If you were to walk into my front door of my house, you'll see jazz and heritage posters that depict areas or people who who are those that we cherish. Now, some will sit here and say, well, Newfield, I've seen you wear Pittsburgh stuff. Yeah. But like, let's be real. Before basketball was even in New Orleans, there was the New Orleans Jazz. They had a basketball team, but they were gone before I was born. All I have is the Saints. Let's just be real about that one. So, I mean, I'm going to follow baseball. I'm going to follow baseball teams. I like Pittsburgh. It's what it is.
Yeah.
But for me, I sit here as a New Orleans person, and home is where the heart is, and I still miss my city. Even after Katrina took, my parents home from me, and the memories are still there. But it's, home is where family is. Most of my family is still there.
Don't they say that the home is where the heart is?
It is. It is.
Let's just making sure that was.
But they also have a slogan now that says, never be a New Orleanian first. Never forget your heritage. I mean, what New Orleans person can stand there and say, the Pope might be their cousin?
Wow.
I mean, the Pope is Creole. His ancestral roots came through from Chicago, through New Orleans, through Dominican Republic. Sorry, no, I mean, 3 degrees of separation. Pope is Creole. Pope is New Orleanian. I don't know what to say about that. But for me, as a person of pride, I sit here and I say, there's moments where I left a voicemail for somebody recently, and they said I couldn't understand it, and I'm like, oh, it's probably my dialect that got back through, because there's moments where my New Orleanian dialect will jump right in,
Really?
and I sound like Ed Ogeron, Cookie Monster, the coach from LSU, former coach from LSU. Sometimes I'll sound like that. You won't know it until you hear it,
Yeah.
and then you're like, oh. That's what it is.
You ready?
I'm ready. That's what it is.
You ready?
I'm ready. Let's go. Bring it home. Ooh, this is the one you've been dreading.
Is this the same chip?
Same chips.
Okay.
Evil Eye.
Evil Eye.
Ooh, I got a puffy one.
Just knocking these down like nothing.
All right. This one is the other end of the spectrum for Crystal hot sauce. I mean, I almost brought some buffalo sauce in. There's some buffalo sauce out there from Crystal that's like really will like, it's good for like chicken.
Oh. I actually kind of want to do one of these with chicken. So if any teachers out there want to do it with chicken, y'all got.
I was thinking about it, but it'd be cold. You have to get it from Publix, like delivered, like
Yeah.
Ubered in. Just a hint for some of my friends.
Yeah. Yeah, but any teachers that want to do it.
After you got to this one's a step down. You're gonna be all right.
You sure?
You're gonna be all right.
All right.
You're gonna be all right. It's more vinegary than.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Calm.
I got remnants. It's good. All right.
Let's go. If you could tell your younger self one thing, what would it be?
Don't change.
Don't change.
Don't change. I was an education major when I came out of high school. I spent the first 3 years in the education major field. I learned all the psychology, everything I could. Felt that technology would be in the classroom. Was told by my professors, no, it will never happen.
Wow.
Let's repeat that one again. You can rewind 3 seconds ago. Technology would never be in the classroom. You're kidding me, right? Don't change. Continue who you are. You weren't meant to be in education at that point in time in your life. You never know in college if it's really meant for you to be at that point in your life. Like you're making that decision that impacts you. You don't know if you hope that you're making the right choices at the age of 20, 21, 22. I'm not saying you shouldn't make those choices. The catch is that you might be someone like me down the road who sits there and is teaching. And for me, my teaching I was teaching technicians. I was teaching 18, 19-year-olds who were coming out of high school, who were entering tech colleges. Like when they started working for us, I was teaching them everything. Well, what's the difference between me teaching them and teaching a senior in high school about how to take your next step in your life? I swear there are, if any of my buddies from my old company that are working there right now, I've been watching their service anniversaries. We all looked at the fact that it's been 10 years since I've left that company, and they're still there. And some of them are already on work anniversary 35.
Wow.
That means I was there 20 years before. So if you sit there and you look at, and then I tell my young self from 1996 when I graduated high school, don't change anything. You know, I'm still fascinated with how close my wife and I were to meeting each other at a Key Club convention in 1996. We never really met, but there's a photo of her in the background with in my chapter. Wow. We were taking a photo with my advisor. There's tons of just like little things that you never know. I joke about this all the time, and Mr. Height and Mr. Ip know exactly where I'm going with this one. Maybe, there's a metaphysical plane. There's other avenues. There's other roles in our lives. Sometimes things direct us to go certain ways. I firmly believe you're placed in positions at certain times to either test you or test the people around you, to make them greater or to make you greater. But greater is a euphemism to basically say we're all here to improve, to have a growth mindset and be able to do more and act more. And so you have to, there's some who are going to challenge you, and there's some who challenge you for sometimes the wrong reason. You just have to see through, are they really here to challenge you, or are they here to just cause you mayhem? Mm-hmm. Some of us aren't the Allstate guy. No? No? The TV production deal? Allstate, the mayhem? Guy who drives a car, who runs into stuff?
Allstate.
Okay. Some of us need to go back to TV production class and look up Allstate mayhem.
Anyways?
Hey, look, if White can have his I've got random quotes thing for movies, oh, that's a big one. We're going to hold off on that one. We're going to do a small one. All right. Oh, forget it. I'm not even going to do that one. I'm just going to drizzle it on a plate, and you're going to look at the greatness of it. That sauce, a little bit of hot with a whole lot of flavor. This has chili peppers in it. You might tap out on this one after you see the pour.
Ooh.
It is super chunky.
Ooh. Ew.
Super chunky. Tapping out?
Can I get I just want to go tap. I'll just get a tap.
There you go.
I won't get
Well, why don't you take your chip and just dip it on mine, because I haven't touched it yet.
Oh, yeah.
Why don't you do that? Because I'm trying to make sure I don't hurt anyone.
Yeah. Let's get that much.
There you go.
That's cool.
Bon appetit. Well, there's the sound effect. Gluten-free, no MSG, no preservatives. Less than 1 gram of sugar
There you go.
per serving. Ooh, there's some brown in it. Oh, this is great.
All right,
Do you regret life choices?
a little bit.
Okay.
You ready for the last question
Ready.
before we wrap it up?
Ready. Notice, no water yet.
Correct. This
Just saying.
is still full. All right.
Uh-huh.
So if you could tell anybody out there that's struggling with, just trying to find a way, just
Patience.
okay.
Patience. The job market's rough right now. It's not worth it for you to rush right out of high school unless you really have to. If you have to rush out there, because my brothers and I, when we left high school, our paychecks went to my parents in order for them to be able to keep a roof over our heads until we were able to establish ourselves, to be able to meet our spouses and move out of the house. We were told, God knows how many times, patience. I worked a MIC job. I rose as high as assistant manager. When my franchise owner told me that he couldn't give me insurance, tapped out and left. Because I needed insurance because I was about to marry my wife at the time. Sorry, I've got to be able, that's the truth. I teach the personal finance class, and I'm very truthful when I speak about personal finance. Personal finance is about you. But at the same point in time, you have to know what your budgetary limitations are. And for some of us, we already know them because we live them every single day. But it's patience. Patience. And I got to tell myself that too. Patience for me, I've got my doctorate. And I keep getting asked by several, like, hey, what's the likelihood of you one day, doing something else on the university level or somewhere else? Patience. One day the right thing will come to you. When I was hired here, I wasn't initially brought in to teach computer science. I was accidentally brought into as a physical science teacher because something happened in the application system. Not sure how, but something happened. I know I split computer science, but I was also told by a couple of principals that I met with, patience. You're going to land in the right spot. I know where some of those are. You'll eventually land in the right spot. Don't overreact to things. Patience. Now, patience stinks because you have to be patient. But you do need to have the wherewithal to stand there and say, I'm going to do what I need to do to be able to ride through and just understand. And it's hard to be patient, but patience is the big one. And my wife is probably laughing right now because she says, sometimes you're not the most patient person. Yeah, I agree with that because some things should move faster. And I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm not Anakin Skywalker where I want to slash through everything to be able to decide what to do next. Yes, Star Wars reference, got that. But patience is where I'm at the most with regards to that. Because Katrina taught me that. Katrina taught me patience in that front because things didn't move fast. Government didn't move fast. Nothing moved fast. My statement and I use the same moniker that my mom, for those who don't know, both my parents are deceased. My mom specifically stated every single day whenever she was brought into the school, 1 day at a time. All you can handle is 1 day at a time. You cannot handle past the next day and the next day and the next day because you don't know what the next day holds. 1 day at a time. Control the day in front of you. If you can control the day in front of you, get your assignment done, get your work done, focus on the people around you, make sure the people around you know, love, and care for you, and that you do the same for them, 1 day at a time. This looks like I may not have loved and cared for you, but you'll thank me down the road for the exquisite experience you had.
Yes.
And as you can tell, I'm also a marketing teacher too, because it's very well laid out too once we're done.
Very.
Yep.
Just thinking. All right.
You're welcome for the culinary journey you had.
Well, all right, Hawks. That was it for Hawk Ones. A very spicy video. Something I've never experienced. But talk to Newfield. thank you, but not thank you at the same time.
I challenged you. Did I not challenge you?
You did.
Good. Glad to hear it.
Well, Hawks, keep it hawk, keep it hot. That's it for Hawk Ones. Later.
Technology would never be in the classroom. You're kidding me, right? Don't change. Continue who you are. You weren't meant to be in education at that point in time in your life. You never know in college if it's really meant for you to be at that point in your life. Like you're making that decision that impacts you. You don't know if you hope that you're making the right choices at the age of 20, 21, 22. I'm not saying you shouldn't make those choices. The catch is that you might be someone like me down the road who sits there and is teaching. And for me, my teaching was I was teaching technicians. I was teaching 18, 19-year-olds who were coming out of high school, who were entering tech colleges. Like when they started working for us, I was teaching them everything. That sauce, a little bit of hot with a whole lot of flavor. This has chili peppers in it. Having out?
Can I get like I just want to go. I'll just get like a tad bit.
There you go.
I want to.
Well, why don't you take your chip and just dip it on mine because I haven't touched it yet.
Oh, yeah.
Why don't you do that? Because I'm trying to make sure I don't hurt anyone.
Yeah. Let's get like that much.
There you go.
That's cool.
Bon appetit. Well, there's the sound effect. Gluten-free, no MSG, no preservatives, less than 1 gram of sugar.
There you go. All right.
Do you regret life choices?
A little bit.
Okay.
You ready for the last question?
Ready.
So if you could tell anybody out there that's struggling with, just trying to find a way, just...
Patience.
Okay.
Patience. The job market's rough right now. It's not worth it for you to rush right out of high school unless you really have to. If you have to rush out there, because my brothers and I, when we left high school, our paychecks went to my parents in order for them to be able to keep a roof over our heads until we were able to establish ourselves, to be able to meet our spouses and move out of the house. We were told, God knows how many times, patience. I worked a MIC job. I rose as high as assistant manager. When my franchise owner told me that he couldn't give me insurance, tapped out and left. Because I needed insurance because I was about to marry my wife at the time. Sorry, I've got to be able, that's the truth. I teach the personal finance class and I'm very truthful when I speak about personal finance. Personal finance is about you. But at the same point in time, you have to know what your budgetary limitations are. And for some of us, we already know them because we live them every single day. But it's patience. Patience. And I got to tell myself that too. Patience for me, I've got my doctorate. And I keep getting asked by several, like, hey, what's the likelihood of you one day, doing something else on the university level or somewhere else? Patience. But I was also told by a couple of principals that I met with, patience. You're going to land in the right spot. I know where some of those are. You'll eventually land in the right spot. Don't overreact to things. Patience. Now, patience stinks because you have to be patient. But you do need to have the wherewithal to stand there and say, I'm going to do what I need to do to be able to ride through and just understand. And it's hard to be patient, but patience is the big one. And my wife is probably laughing right now because she says, sometimes you're not the most patient person. Yeah, I agree with that because some things should move faster. And I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm not Anakin Skywalker where I want to slash through everything to be able to decide what to do next. Yes, Star Wars reference, got that. But patience is where I'm at the most with regards to that. It's very well laid out too once we're done. Mm-hmm.
Very.
Yep.
Just thinking.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You're welcome for the culinary journey you had.
Well, all right, Hawks. That was it for Hawk Ones. A very spicy video. Something I've never experienced. But talk to Newfield. Thank you, but not thank you at the same time.
I challenged you. Did I not challenge you?
You did.
Good.